This week we check out all the latest announcements when it comes to aircraft releases, as there's a lot of them, as well as all this week's releases. It's been another big week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator, so let's jump straight into the video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, we just missed this update in last week's video unless you've been living underneath the rock. The team over at Fly-by-Wire updated us on the development of the A380 community project. This video was shared over on the FS weekend and the team mentioned everything is still a work in progress at this stage, but from what we can see visually, the A380 looks well advanced and very detailed inside and out, and it looks very polished. During the video, the sounds received some extra attention and showcased an immersive audio experience from the APU startup to the takeoff roll. The video ended with a shutdown of the A380 and a look around the A380's cabin. Despite all the work that has gone into the A380 project so far, the Fly-by-Wire team mentions the project remains a work in progress with many development days ahead. There is no prediction at this stage of a possible release date of the project, and of course we will keep following the ongoing developments of the A380 by the Fly-by-Wire team. Links in the description if you'd like to check out their full video that they released last week. Last week was another big week when it comes to teaser trailers. PMDG released their 777 and then followed up on a Q&A with the PMDG CEO himself. This week the team released an anticipated update to the 737 fleet on Xbox. The latest update includes the long-awaited EFB and the latest memory improvements for the 737 fleet. PMDG mentions that over on their forums that they are in full swing when it comes to the 777 and they don't plan to bring any more updates to the 737 fleet until the 777 is released, and then they will share the new tech from the 777 with the 737s. The team mentioned that the current state of the 777 for the moment is in a cleanup and polish stage. Theory, they could release the 777 in its current state and we would be probably very happy with it. However, the team will keep testing and cleaning up to ensure a big boost in the overall quality of the 777. There is no confirmed date at this stage, but the PMDG said they are navigating by feel and mentions the wait will be worth it for when we'll see the 777 in our sims. Just Flight this week released a trailer for the first look video of the Black Square Duke for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This video provides a bit of a taste of what the Duke will offer from the Black Square team. The Turbo Duke and the Piston Duke will release in early April, and there will be also a bundle package for both at a discounted rate. Black Square mentions the Duke will be the most advanced aircraft from them yet, with a bunch of new features that will set them apart from other add-ons. Black Square mentions that the term of study level is often misused, but in the case when it comes to the Dukes, this is definitely not the case. It is great to see a new aircraft in the hobby stretching the boundaries of what is possible when it comes to these new next generation simulators. Unknown developer Skyward Simulations have announced that they will release a Diamond DA50RG for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The DA50 is one of Diamond's newest aircraft that was introduced in 2006. The DA50 is a sleek single-engine 5-seater aircraft that was built for speed with composite materials. It's one of Diamond's more advanced aircraft lineup, and this aircraft only really started its deliveries in the real world, so there's not many seen in the local skies at the moment. Skyward Simulations have mentioned that in their announcement, the release will include high quality visuals, accurate 3D model and high res textures, custom coded systems and a faithful flight model. The team has not provided any release dates or any other extra information other than what we have mentioned. Of course, we will keep following the developments of this one. Each week I try to come up with something creative to entice you to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. This week I really couldn't think of anything creative, so if this floats your plane, like the video and hit that sub button to the channel. Thank you very much for your support. We heard some whispers last week that FlightFX were working on another project. This week the team announced they are developing the CL35 and the CL3500 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. In their announcements on Discord, the team did not share many details about the upcoming projects, but they did provide several photos previewing showcasing the modeling that is being done for both aircraft. Great to see that FlightFX is developing more aircraft. However, these two that have been announced are still in their early stages of development. Blackbird, formerly known as Milviz, with their new sister company Shrike, are about to release their third product. Shrike focuses on less detailed aircraft than what we're used to seeing when it comes to A320 Blackbird, but at a more affordable price to match the level of detail. This week the team shared their latest trailer for the F86 Sabre over on the FS Elite YouTube channel ahead of the March 30th release. The video provides an idea of what to expect with the level of detail of the release. The release will be on PC and will include a bunch of liveries and also weapon loadouts. The team plans to release the F86 Sabre in the in-sim marketplace at sometime later after the original March 30 release. Moving over to this week's release news, Wing have released a new product coming into their range this week. This new product will replicate an Airbus FCU for flight simulators and will allow you to interact with a number of aircraft with physics control designs for Airbus aircraft. The video trailer gives you an idea what to expect when it comes to the Airbus FCU. No detail on when the pre-orders will start exactly. If you would like to check out the pricing, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check out the YouTube video which covers in the description all the pricing. And just to note, Mini Cockpits have a very similar product who have already shipped out a couple of rounds when it comes to their pre-orders since they have released. It's great to see more competition in this area when it comes to our hobby. Links in the description below. Thank you to Simbit World Pilots Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilot's Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links in the description are where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. Another release this week, this time it's from SC Designs with the F5E Tiger II. The F5 is a supersonic light fighter aircraft that was designed at a cost-effective solution. The design team wrapped a small but highly aerodynamic flight fuselage around two compact high-thrust J85 engines that focus on performance and low maintenance. First flew in 1959 and was introduced in 1964, and it was produced all the way till 1987 with over 2,000 of them being built. SC Designs' a version of the F5E Tiger II includes 17 liveries, custom coded natively within Microsoft Flight Simulator, compatible with a VR, custom cockpit and 3D model, reflective rear view mirrors, scratched canopy, ice and rain effects, custom coded payload manager. If you purchase from a third-party store, you will be able to see different ordnance and payloads. You can pick up your copy of the SC Designs F5E Tiger II from the Just Flight store if you like the version that has all the weapon loadouts, or you can pick up from the in-sim marketplace for both Xbox and PC without the weapons loadout. Links in the description below. We mentioned this in last week's video as it was announced that Boris Audio Soundworks were going to release a sound pack for the Aerosoft CRJ. This week it has been released, and the sound pack completely overhauls the CRJ sounds and includes authentic buttons and lever sounds, interior and exterior turbine sounds, ground roll and touchdown sounds, highly quality ambience and avionic fans, packs, hydraulics and more. And you can pick up your copy of the Boris Audio sound set of the Aerosoft CRJ directly from the Orbex store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Taxiing over to this week's Sim Update news, and we've seen a new beta build release for Sim Update 15. This has actually just gone live in the last 24 hours, and the new build is 1.37.9.0. The big part of this build is the Airbus A320 from I&I Builds or Any Builds. Version 2 is now available in the beta build. There's been some other general bug fixes, including fixing the install, which we'll go through in a minute. Also, the Garmin G3X Touch has had some fixes to it, and the Cubcrafters X Cub has had some fixes to it, as well as we have some fixes to airports with some pink textures. Sim Update 15 is still scheduled to be released on the 27th of March, and this week the Microsoft team mentioned in their weekly blog that they are aware of an issue where the sim is opening up in a window mode, and to fix that they will be adding a fix in Sim Update 15 when it releases. In the meantime, you can just hit Alt Enter on the keyboard to go to full screen mode. This week in the Sims backlog list, we've seen a total of 289 new products that are being tested for the moment, which is 7 more than last week. When it comes to aircraft, they sit at 48 with no real movement week on week. Missions are down by 2, sceneries are down by 3, liveries are up by 12, airports are holding steady at 60, and others are holding steady at 26. This week on the in-sim marketplace, the aircraft drought is still real, and only 2 aircraft that were released this week. One which we mentioned before, which is the SE Designs F5E Tiger II, and the other aircraft release is a KC-4 Pegasus from Captain Sim. Total new products on the in-sim marketplace releases this week, which is made up of 42 new products. 21 of these are on PC and 21 of these are on Xbox. The other remainder releases are made up of 3 livery packs, 2 commercial flight packs, 2 training packs, and 4 challenge packs. Most of these types of mission packs are all from the same developer, VA Systems, who have been releasing many mission packs over the last few weeks in 2024. And also there's been 9 airport releases this week. Please do your own research when purchasing products from third-party stores or the in-sim marketplace, as what you purchase may not live up to the standard or what you're thinking you are getting for your money. Just because it's an expensive product doesn't really mean the quality of the product's going to be great, so please again do your own research. We have been streaming on YouTube for many years now. We stream 5 times a week, and recently we have been multi-streaming over on Twitch, so feel free to check the description below when the times we stream and where you can find us. We would love to see you over there and on another video sometime soon. Thank you very much for your support.